You know, I think when you don't fuck with nobody at all or whatever, like, you know, I think that shit hits the most at nighttime, on Fridays, Saturday, like the weekends and nighttime. I think that's when that shit hits the most. Cause you know, you can be as productive as you want. You can get as much things done throughout your day as you want. Get that workout in. You can eat healthy. Go to work. I don't know. If you're creative, create some shit. You could do all that stuff. Really good and well for you, actually. That's what you should be doing. But then at the end of the day, at the end of the night, when you're done doing all of those things that you wanted to do, there's still time to think about the shit you don't want to think about. There's always time, always. Whether it's when you lay down in your bed, when you're driving in your car, there's always some downtime for you to think about the shit you don't want to think about. You know what I'm saying? So, like, once you start thinking about this shit, there is no escape. You just have to deal with it, or you're gonna keep on running into the same thought process or the same despair, whatever you want to call it. And I don't think that's fair. I don't even know what to call it. That's what I'm saying. You know, I find myself a lot more these days saying that I really don't even know what the fuck is going on. I'm not talking about no politics. I'm not talking about nothing on the TV. It's like you think you know something, and then you realize you know nothing at all. And that might sound cliche, but it's just so true. You think you know something, and you know nothing at all. So once you think you have something figured out, you have no control of everything else. So you could have something figured out, but if the thing you don't have control over hits that thing you got figured out, now you're back to square one. You don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't care how people want to word it, say it, whatever it is, you don't know what is going on. If something just like, say you got A, B, and C figured out, but here comes D, shoom, here goes A, B, C in a perfect row. A, B, C, skip D, you're expecting D, but E comes, here A, B, and C go. You're got everything lined up. You ready for D. Skip D, fuck D. E. That's literally how life goes. And it's honestly, I don't even know. I do know if you're like me and you done cut everybody off for good reason now. For good reason. Like, if you done cut everybody off and you don't fuck with nobody, like myself, don't let uncomfortable loneliness take you back to spaces where you know you don't belong, just for some kind of connection and some kind of, for some kind of connection, or to feel like you fit in somewhere. Because I'm sure that if you're like me, you probably feel like, damn, I just don't fit in, I guess. And I'm not knocking myself or anyone else, because why would I want to fit into a space that's not meant for me? Why would I want to fit into a space that I have to shrink for, that I have to dim my light for, that I have to walk on eggshells for? That's in any relationship. Again, it's generally speaking, that can be your relationship, that could be your friendship, that could be your family ship, whatever relationship. If the shoe fits, wear it. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it fits. If it resonates with you, then shit, man. Who are you to say otherwise? Who am I to say otherwise? So keep that in mind. But yeah, don't let that uncomfortable loneliness or the quiet or just, you know, the dark space, like, don't let it make you feel like you need to double back on shit you know is not in your best interest. Like, if you know a bitch flawed you out, you know this motherfucker flawed you out, don't call them just because you feel like you don't have anyone. I feel like as humans, we often panic. Like, and I'm not blaming anyone, subconsciously sometimes, consciously sometimes, but we panic. And you know, when we don't know. And again, I feel like that ties into religion, why a lot of people turn to religion, because it's like, when you don't know, if you know, you know. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, because you went through this. Like, if you come to a place and you just don't know, a lot of things are going wrong and you just don't know, people panic and they try to find something that does know, so they could, I don't know, maybe find something to blame. And sorry, there's a bug outside the car, y'all. I'm watching it. Like, it can get in my car or something, right? The windows are up. Anyways, it's like, when you're just, it makes, I feel like that's part of fear. People are fearful when they don't know. Like, I don't know. How can I fix this situation? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm dealing with some shit. You know, I ain't getting personal, but honestly, I don't know. And you know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna go, I have a plate after my long day, because, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, once you do everything you know you're supposed to do, you know, I did my creative aspect, I did my work, my workout, I'm gonna go home. And I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring for me. I don't know. I don't have a single clue. I don't know if it's gonna be better than today. I don't know if it's gonna be worse than today. I don't fucking know. You know, I don't know. So I really can't even sit here and tell y'all anything at all. I don't know. But I'm gonna go home and eat my food, and I'm gonna look up a movie while I'm here before I leave this parking lot. A good movie, like, not a movie that everybody else is telling me to watch because they think it's good. I'm gonna do some research and I'm gonna find a good woke movie, psychological thriller, you know, no gore in that motherfucker, because I don't like that. A little comedy, you know? And I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna eat my food and I'm gonna go to sleep, because I don't know. I don't know. I can't predict the future. I'm sorry, I don't have that ability, or I haven't tapped into it yet. I can't control any human. So if I was upset or whatever about something someone said, I can't, what the fuck am I tripping for? I can't control you. So there's that. I don't even know what's gonna I don't even know what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. So why am I sitting here trying to dictate this and that and figure out why she or he did that and they treat me like that? Even down to the fact that I don't fuck with nobody. I made a conscious decision not to fuck with people. Or cut the people who I was dealing with off. I made a conscious decision. I'm not going back on my decision. I'm not doubting myself. I'm not going back on my decision, and I'm not doubting myself. I made a conscious decision because I, long story short, didn't like the way motherfuckers was treating me or handling me or just loving me. The love was fake. I mean, I don't think it's fair for me to have to always second guess and watch my back, and that's just not real love. Again, and generally speaking, so any group, and if that's how you're dealing with me, then why the fuck am I sticking around? You keep disrespecting me, trying to defame my name. You just, why would I stick around? And then we fall into this whole thing where people have this idea of, literally, I've heard more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, more than so many people have said, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, what? Are y'all fucking retarded? Don't excuse my French. I'm gonna say it again. Are you fucking retarded? How does that sound? Now I'm like, the people who made the quotes that people literally live by, are you sure they was on your side? As an intelligent person, or just a freaking critical thinker, you know, as someone who makes their own decisions, please tell me, in what world does that sound like it's in your best interest? If you've been working your ass off to be different than something, or to be better, or whatever the case is, and you just aren't getting it, you keep just hitting failure, in what world? In what world is it, if you can't beat them, join them? I don't want to fucking join. I don't fucking want to join. Do y'all understand that? I don't want to join. I don't care. They gonna be right on the camera driving all slow and shit. I don't want to join. Okay? And it's crazy because once you realize you don't want to join the circus, somehow you still become the problem. You're always, you know what I realize, guys? Like, you're always the problem when you don't want to go with the flow. And my literal personality is like, I don't want to go with the flow. Like, I don't go with the flow. I question things. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I if it doesn't make sense, I'm gonna ask about it. If it's not in my best interest, I'm not gonna do it. And this shit, it just, ultimately, bro, this shit, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I don't know, y'all. It doesn't make sense. I'm not a go with the flow kind of girl. And like I say, so once you realize you don't want to just join, you don't want to participate, once you take a stand, again, you become the problem. Can you imagine having this mentality in grade school, high school? I mean, honestly, just because you see a problem and you want to go the opposite way, you become the problem, man. But I don't know, y'all. Like I'm saying, at the end of the day, don't go back. Just don't. I don't know. Sometimes I guess we just have to be alone. We just have to be alone. And it doesn't mean that you're an issue. Like, don't let anyone sit here and tell you, oh, you're an issue. If they say, you know what people will say, I've heard this one too. Oh, well, if you don't have any friends, then are you the problem? How? No, I'm not the problem. You guys we have to learn, y'all, how to stand 10 toes down on our decisions. Because you're not going to have me sitting here second guessing myself. Am I the problem? No, I'm not the problem if I decide to cut people off. Oh, you need to learn how to let go. You need to learn how to forgive. I'm not going to forgive anyone for making a conscious decision. Not once, not twice, not thrice, not four. Because another thing, for such a very long period of my life, guys, I let everything slide. I let everything slide. If I had a soft spot for you, if I loved you, I'm letting everything slide. Again, family, friend, relationship, whatever you want to call it, I'm letting things slide. And honestly, that only bit me in the ass. Because people are going to suck you dry. Literally. I'm not being sexual. They're going to suck you dry. You keep having soft spots for people, they're going to suck your ass dry. And that's exactly what. And then you're going to end up not wanting to fuck with nobody at all. Because you had a part to play in that. You know? You can't let people do that. You can't let people do that. Because they will. They will. And then once you catch on to their bullshit and call them out, then you're still the problem. You hear me? Like... It's like when you're smarter than the average motherfucking bear, you're just gonna be the problem. You're the problem. And to even take that same thing, say you are the bear, and then people keep poking at you. If you don't let people keep poking at you, then you're the problem. Because once you bite their fucking head off, you're the problem. Are you catching the pattern, the drift that I'm giving here? Like... And then people wonder why they're not okay mentally, why they're depressed. Bro, it's a real psychological warfare, and it's not the shit that y'all think. It's more subtle. It's other shit. It's little things that nobody thinks about. The way you're supposed to react to this and not do this, the way you're supposed to, do the social cues when you're supposed to do, the way you're supposed to smile at people when you walk through the room, the way you're supposed to do certain things. If you don't want to do that shit, baby, you're in for a fucking awakening. I'm speaking from experience. And then you think you're going to talk to other people about it, and them people are going to sit here and still tell you you're the problem, because everyone has the same mentality. If you can't join them, beat them. I mean, if you can't beat them, join them. I'm sorry. It even goes to something, because a lot of the reason people be thinking I have a bad attitude or something like that, or what was I about to say? They think, well, they'll think, oh, what's her problem? Because a lot of people, communicate with rudeness. Like, people will sit here and be like, be slick. They'll come in the room and say something slick. I can't even think about it. And if you don't respond to their slickness with more slickness, like a slick joke, then you're the problem, right? You're the problem. So somebody can come in and just say, I don't know, something off about your shoes. And if you take it like, oh my God, like, don't talk to me like that. The fuck? It's, oh, don't be so serious. That's just how I am, bitch. So it's okay that that's how you are. But so that's why I be telling you it's a psychological warfare, because so I have to, I'm not that person. I'm not slick. I don't communicate with slickness. I don't think that makes me soft. I don't communicate like that. So you want me to forget who I am, change my character in this brief moment to accommodate your needs, to make you feel good, right? You want me to neglect the way I feel. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's that serious. It's that serious. You want me to neglect my emotions and the way I truly feel in this moment to please you, to make you feel good. People really think like that. You see, you be like, Rough Breed, what is you talking about? It's not that. No, it is that deep. It's that deep. You have to, and that's why I be telling people all the time, like, you have to really think about things deeper, in a deeper way. You have to. Because, that's why, and then at the end of the day, people say, oh, why am I depressed? Because you don't think deep enough. That little interaction that you just had, where you put your whole everything to the side just to make your boss happy, your friend happy, your parent happy, whoever the fuck happy, you can't do that. If you do that shit 3 times in a day, I promise you by the end of the day, you're going to be sad as fuck, and then you're going to be like, I don't know why. No, you know why. You put yourself to the side 3 times today to please someone else so that they could be happy, but you matter, and you're important. You're important too. And in your mind, you should be the most important first. Nobody's more important than you in your mind, bro. But I don't want to make this one too long. So comment, share, like, subscribe, turn on my notifications. I just had to get this one off my heart, bro. Today was weird, but I told y'all what I'm about to do. Cause today, it is what it is. And guess what? I ain't got nobody to call on right now, you know. Nobody to chill with and slide on, you know. I don't have, but it's okay. So you know what I'm not gonna do? Call people who I know don't have my best interest in mind, or answer to people that I know, like, nah, you just realize they ready phone. Let me show you. Phone ringing. Hello? You want to hang out with me? Do you remember what the fuck you did? Time? You think? Let me tell you something. We're not hanging out. Click. Long story short. All right, don't, because you know that's what happens. You start working on yourself, and people, like, well, they'll find you. I'm telling you, through social media, people you ain't talked to in years and shit, they start finding you. They just start, yeah, you miss this real energy, bitch. I know you do. You miss this real ass energy, and you been up and through the world, and you realize ain't nobody have that energy like you. That's why, baby, I'm not gonna change. These people talk about, oh my gosh, I'm not changing myself for anybody else. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this, baby. I'm not changing. And that's just, you know, that came over time, y'all. I'm still a young whippersnapper, but that shit comes over time, okay? And one thing I'm not gonna do is change myself to fit anywhere. And 2 things I'm not gonna do is not be true to me. I'm gonna be true to me. I don't, oh well. If I intimidate you, oh well. Oh well. If I make you face the part of yourself that you tried to bury, oh well. Why? I'm not gonna change myself for that. So with that being said, y'all, be blessed, chill out, do you, comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on my notifications. Have a great one.